event is sponsored in part by Korean American Family Service Center.
Hundreds of people will hit the streets Friday in hopes of raising awareness to end domestic violence. According to the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, an average of nearly 20 people per minute are physically or emotionally abused by their partner right here in the United States. The numbers are staggering, but show the need to raise awareness and support those who are impacted. Joining me now is Jeehae Fischer and Joann Kim from Korean American Family Service Center. It is wonderful to see you both, to see you again and to meet you.
Wonderful to see you.
For those who are unaware, I wonder if you could talk to us a little bit about what the Korean American Family Service Center is and who you help.
So the Korean American Family Service Center, we've been around for 35 years, serving immigrant survivors of gender-based violence, including domestic violence, sexual assault, child abuse, through many different services like housing, legal assistance, counseling, after-school program. So many different services that we're providing for these immigrant survivors of gender-based violence.
Right, and when we talk about immigrant-based gender violence, domestic violence, just on the surface, is horrible. But there are also levels to it based on, you know, our ethnicity and different cultures. And I wonder if you could talk about that, because that is really so crucial and so important.
Yeah, so in Korean culture, for example, there's an old saying, whatever happens at home stays at home. So these survivors, they're not only challenged by language and culture, but violence at their own house, and they're being silenced.
Yeah, really staggering. And Joann, you have a campaign, Break the Silence, End the Violence. Can you talk to us about that?
This is actually our 26th year anniversary for our Silent March against domestic violence. And we march Heart of Flushing, and we march in silence. And just to symbolize how people are being silenced for their abuse.
Yeah.
And then when we arrive at the front of Flushing Library, we break the silence with the Korean drum ceremony. We're making a loud noise, and we are breaking the silence to symbolize that. And then that's when we talk about why these city officials, elected officials, joining us at the Silent March, and then they tell us how important it is for us to talk about this
domestic
abuse,
violence,
domestic violence, and also to inform and educate young people what it is, what the domestic violence is.
Right, because it comes in so many different forms. First of all, how powerful to march in silence, and then to break the silence with something that's culturally relevant and important. People know that domestic violence on the outskirts, right? It could be physical. You can see physical scars, but I wonder if you could talk to us a little bit about the emotional scars, because that's almost, you know, a silence all on its own as well.
Yeah, so when we talk about domestic violence, a lot of people picture a woman usually getting physically attacked, but it could be also that the attacker could throw a mug at the wall, but it's a threatening action. So that could be a form of violence. So there's emotional, verbal, sexual violence, as well as when children is witnessing these violence at home, that's also a child abuse. But for immigrant survivors, I want to note that there's also a status, immigration status violence, where attacker will hold their immigration status and will threaten them and tell them, oh, I'm not going to sponsor you for citizenship, I'm not going to sponsor you for green card. That could be a form of abuse as well.
Wow. So this organization is really doing its due diligence, and this march is really important. And I know you had mentioned this is the 26th anniversary. Just to remind folks again the importance of doing this for 26 years, which, my goodness, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Can anyone come?
Yes.
Excellent.
Everybody's welcome.
Everybody's welcome.
Yeah. Flushing and Queens, that's the diaspora. It's the most multicultural borough in the whole city. Again, if you would like to join the Silent March to End Domestic Violence, it starts this Friday at 4 on Union Street at the 109th Police Precinct, and speeches will follow in front of the Queens Library on Main Street.